Howdy, and welcome to a tutorial on Crackslide, which is an alternative to SBLJ, which was discovered by Crackhex and Frame Perfection. Most of the information that I'm going to be citing here is from Bubzia's video that he just released, so I highly suggest you check him out. Check the video out as well. I'll leave a link in the description for that. But I have 4 variations or methods of doing Crackslide. This one I'm calling the double ledge grab, and I'm giving all 4 of these a difficulty rating. This one is rated mild. This does not reflect how everybody else feels about it. It's just how I feel about it, based off of like my 5 hours of practicing. So I'm gonna just let this play out, and then I'll explain how to do it. So that's what double ledge grab looks like. So now I'm going to teach you how to do it. When you first enter the basement, you want to hold upright on the joystick and you want to go into Mario Cam. I'm going to slow this down. Then you want to do a jump kick pretty much the moment that you gain control of Mario. Like the moment he starts moving, you want to do a jump kick, and then you want to do a double jump. You want to move the stick just a bit right, and you want to ledge grab onto this part of the, I don't know what the hell you call this. I'm just gonna call it a pole or whatever. The reason why you want to ledge grab on this side and not this side, which I will explain later, is when you ledge grab right here and you get up, that centers Mario with this pole thing. So when you get up there and the camera rotates behind you, you can just walk off, ledge grab, and you'll be pretty much centered with the railing. So when you ledge grab, you can do a fast or a slow get up, doesn't really matter. Then you're gonna wait for the camera to turn behind Mario. Then you want to jump and tap the left stick, and then you want to ledge grab and let go by pushing Z. Then this is before I knew that apparently you can choose not to punch, but for the sake of this, you can punch or not. It doesn't really matter, but this is what I did because I like actually being close with this and having a bit of space. Then you want to hold Z, you want to tap Z so Mario goes into crouching animation, and while he's getting ready to get up, you want to hold up on the joystick, and while he's getting up, you want to push A and he will do a backflip. Now this is better than just doing a backflip right there, because if you are doing it fast, you may accidentally start crawling. So when you get up here, you have like a 2 or 3 something frame window to actually initiate the C-up slide. And I'm not going to explain what the C-up slide is. There are many videos on YouTube about that. If you want a good video explaining how to do C-up slide and how it works and all that, I will leave a link to one of the videos in the description for that. When you land here, you have around, again, a 2 or 3 second window, and you want to initiate the C-up slide by pushing the C-up button, and Mario will start sliding and gaining backwards momentum. Amazing voice crack, by the way. And when you start C-up sliding, sometimes when you reach around 100 speed, you may veer off left or right. That may depend on your angle, because if you're just slightly facing this way, you might start sliding and veer off this way. If you face this way, you might slide and veer off that way. You want to continue holding down. I don't know if I said that already, but when you initiate the C-up slide, you want to hold down on the joystick and wait around 4 seconds to get minus 200 speed. You want to have at least minus 205 to minus 214 speed, because if you go any lower than that, then you're just gonna hit the railing and you're just gonna be upset. But if you wait too long, Mario would just get dislodged from it from too much speed, because I mean he's grinding his ass crack on this. You're telling me that if you start grinding your ass on a railing and gain a bunch of backward speed, and this is your only obstacle, you really think that that's gonna stop you? Hell no. But anyway, so when you have minus 200 speed, or you wait 4 seconds, you want to push B and that would dislodge you from the railing. Then you might accidentally hit this wall. Sometimes you might go this way, but if you hit the wall, try to maneuver yourself as quick as possible towards the door. And while you're in the text box, hold A and spam B to kick through the door. And also, that's part of the tutorial too, you have to sneeze when you are like against the door, you want to hold the opposite direction of the door because you have backwards momentum. So if the door is up left, you want to hold down right to go through the door, and boom, you're through the door. Upon experimenting with the trick yourself, you might come to realize very quickly that this is pretty fucking tedious. That's because it is. So now let's move on to the other strat. The second method is, I'm going to call the tile setup, which is the old method shown in Bubzia's video, and I have given it a difficulty rating of moderate, mainly because of, like, you have to do a texture setup, and there's a lot more, like, movement that goes on, but I'll just let it play. I have to pause here because the video cuts off pretty short for some reason. I don't know why, but as you can see, there's a lot more going on in the first method. So let me break it down real quick. So when you enter the basement, you want to go into Mario Cam by pushing R, and you want to hold upright on the joystick, and you want to do a jump kick. Oh, god damn, look how big the foot is. Jesus Christ. So after that, you want to move the camera behind Mario and align yourself with this texture right here. You want to align Mario's foot with, so it's halfway on the white and black tile, or you can align Mario's left overall strap with this, the lines and the bricks right here. Then you want to do a backflip, and you're gonna have to do a jump kick, and then a double jump, and tap right to ledge grab, let go, punch or not punch, doesn't really matter, and then initiate the C-up slide, and then you got it. Now let's move on to the one backflip setup. I have, for the life of me, cannot get this. There are times where I've gotten the C-up slide, which I'm about to show you, but I keep veering off. I don't know why that happens. I've tried my hardest. I've spent a little less than 2 hours doing this before just giving up because I had to go to bed. It was like 4 a.m. So let me just show you how it's done. So I think what's happening here is what I think I said earlier, when you go at a slight angle, or you're too far left or right of this pole right here, and Mario might initiate the C-up slide, and he might start veering off. And since he's gaining a lot of speed, he moves past it. So be careful when you do the C-up slide, because sometimes you might not be centered. That's why I prefer the first method, or the second method if you really want to, with doing the C-up slide, because that's pretty much gonna guarantee that you get centered. So I cannot do this. I don't know why the hell I can't, but we press onward. So when you enter the basement, you want to go into Mario Cam, and you want to hold it upright on the joystick. Then you want to do a jump kick here, move the camera behind Mario, and you want to align these lines on the bricks with Mario's ear. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered here. It can be just a bit more this way or a bit more this way, as long as you're able to do a backflip and land here. And when you do land here, you want to do a jump kick and a double jump, and you want to tap left to grab onto the ledge and then let go. So after you land, you want to punch or not punch, doesn't really matter, and then initiate the C-up slide and fail at it. So now we're going to move on to the hard one, which I'm dubbing the Yolo strat, and you're going to see why it has a hard difficulty. You might be wondering, how is that so hard? Well, let me explain. So, when you enter the basement, you want to go into Mario Cam and hold upright on the joystick. And when Mario moves a little bit, you want to hold A all the way when you get over here. And when you do get over here and you ledge grab, you might have to see how centered you are. You have to be centered, because if you're too far this way or too far this way, it would just not work. And if you do get the C-up slide, you might just veer off in that direction. If you grab the ledge here and you do the C-up slide, you might just veer off right. The reason why this is so hard is because the jump is not always guaranteed to make you ledge grab center. I have spent the most time on this, all because I could not get a successful attempt grabbing the middle. So after you do that and you let go, you can initiate the C-up slide and you got it. I hope this helped you with learning how to do Crackslide, at least in 4 different ways. Doesn't really matter which one you do. Like, this might be the hardest one for you, even though I gave it a mild difficulty. I would just say choose whichever method works easiest for you, whichever you're most comfortable with. Yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, and we'll see you in some other video that I post like every 2 years.